tops are dumb, but CrossFit is not, nor is it boring. Even if some people might have said in the past that it is, the women's field for the 2024 season, that's next year's CrossFit Games, is looking more exciting than ever. Now, we've had a period of absolute dominance from that lady, Tia-Clair Toomey, and there was sort of teased this year the chance that we might get to see something, watch something special. Tia Toomey had to take the year off. She had her first child. That was off the back of 6 straight wins, which was off the back of 2 straight second places. So for the last 8 years, she has been there at the absolute tip of the spear, at the pinnacle. And this year, apparently, Mal O'Brien was supposed to stand atop of the podium, reclaim the crown for American women everywhere, only she didn't compete. And instead what we saw was Laura Horvarth, someone again with a heck of a lot of pedigree, standing on top of the podium. She herself has finished third once, she's finished twice second, and now, and I can say I'm thrilled by this, I'm an absolute Horvarth fan. She has got the W, she got the gold medal. But I'm not here to analyse what happened this year, but to think about why it's so exciting for what happens next year. Because by all accounts, the women's field was stacked this year, the competition was fierce, and when you throw into the mix the return of both Tia-Clair Toomey and Mal O'Brien, it is looking proper exciting. Just think about that. Even if we go with Toomey, Horvarth, O'Brien and Emma Lawson alone, you've got folks there, 2 champions and 2 youths. Lawson, O'Brien, not even 20, but both who have experience and silver medals in their trophy cabinets. Both of those women have worn the white leaders jerseys at CrossFit Games before. It's just immense to think of 2 champs, 2 youths with loads of experience going head to head in the 2024 season. I said it was a similar sort of vibe with the men on my last podcast, where we've now got multiple champions competing against one another in 2024. We've got multiple people who arguments could be made should have won it, sort of thing. But even outside those top 4, those top 5, there are others who really, could put on a show, put on a display and surprise us. So even if we go beyond Toomey and Horvath, the champions, O'Brien and Lawson, the youths with experience, the women's field is thick with talent. Just think of Gabby McGower. She's Laura Horvath's training buddy. That means she is there in that sort of environment, at that sort of standard, seeing it and being put to it day after day after day. And that's not to say that she's a slouch by any means. She's finished 6th, she's finished 8th. This year she finished 4th in the CrossFit Games. What can she do next year? You've got Alexis Raptis. She finished 10th 2 seasons ago. This year she finished 6th. She wore the white leaders jersey an awful lot this year. How will she respond? How will she up her game next year? You've got Alex Kazan, the woman who has climbed probably more than anyone. She went from 24th to 5th. What could next year hold for her? The 2024 season, outside of the men, looking just at the women, is looking proper exciting. And I think it will actually be one of the first times ever that Tia-Clair Toomey will be competing, and it's not going to be open and shut that she's going to win. Not only will we have that idea that someone else could win, but when it gets down to the business end of the week, the Saturday, the Sunday, and there's a fight going on, and there are folks who need to be winning events and having other people finishing between them and Tia-Clair, which has perennially been the difficulty, that even in the event she's not won, she's always finished 2nd or 3rd, and people haven't been able to pick up enough points against her. Now there is a field of women who can genuinely compete. A field of women who have so much experience, so much talent, and who are actually on an upward trajectory. We've got no idea how pregnancy and giving birth, being a mother, is going to affect Tia-Clair. We've got no idea how the last year out of competing is going to have affected Mal O'Brien. But regardless, that just makes 2024 the most exciting year in over a decade, I think, for the women at the 2024 CrossFit Games. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit me up, give me a follow, give me a like, all the things that you're supposed to do. And remember that tops are dumb, CrossFit is not, and there is no chance that anyone can tell you that the upcoming season is going to be boring. All right, love to you. Peace.